it's a completely different season. If you just sit back and think that I wish I was back in school, you may miss out on the joys that that season brings. Maybe now you're single. It's a season. In fact, I can be, those times I could be in my living space and have a retreat. But now it's not the same. Life is different. There are other people in that space. Time flies by very quickly. And if you keep waiting for some time when you will enjoy your life, you get there one day and realize that you never really did much with your life because you were always waiting for something to come. Hello everyone. Welcome to Connecting the Dots with your connector IH. That's me. We're glad to have you here. Good day wherever you are. Today we want to connect the dots on seasons. Recently I got into a conversation with some young men. So there were two of them, Benny and Ben. They're probably saying this, so if you're watching this, hello, hi, or whenever you see this, hi, and thank you for taking our time to have that conversation with me. It got me thinking and I thought it was something to share here. So Benny told me he's done with A-levels and he's going into the university. He starts in September, or the new session. And then Ben, I thought they were classmates because they're obviously friends, they're doing stuff together. So I asked Ben, what are you reading? And then I realized that he's not out of school. But he said something that started the whole conversation. He said, that's Benny, is done and he's going to the next level. Unfortunately, I'm still in school. And that stood out to me. And so we started talking about it. And I got to share a few of my thoughts about seasons with them. And I'd like to share that with you. I think he obviously said unfortunately, at least as far as I can see it, because there's the mind that, you know, this person has finished this stage, so he's gone. Unfortunately for me, I'm still in this stage. You can have that mind that you're going somewhere. There's something ahead of you. And what many people do is they make the mistake, I think is a mistake, of pausing everything until they get to that place they think that they are going to. Or not seeing the benefits and the blessings of where they are because they are waiting to go somewhere. But life is in season. Ecclesiastes 3 says that there's a time for everything. There are times, there are seasons, and you are always in one season. And if you don't take time to appreciate the season you are in because you are looking forward to another season that you foresee, you miss out on that season. And so this was what I told him. I said, right now you are going into A-level. It's a season. Enjoy it. Benny is going into university. It's a season. Enjoy it. They asked me a question. They said, so between being a student and being in the working world, which do you prefer? And I said, I don't prefer any. They're both seasons. Each one came in its own time. So I cannot say I prefer being a student to being someone who's working, because at some point you will stop being a student and you will work. You may even work while you're still a student. And I can't say that I prefer working to being a student. I had to go through that season to get into this. So I told them what I would tell you. Whatever season you find yourself in, be sure to enjoy it. Or else one day you will look back and wonder where all the time has gone. There was a season you were a student. Maybe that's your season now. Enjoy it. If you're a student, you should be in a structured learning environment. Your time is structured. Your spaces are structured. Your interactions, as far as the school is concerned, are structured. Let me use the calendar like it was when I was in the university. We come to school in January. And when we come in January, we know that we have about 4 months until they talk about end of semester exams. We have about 8 weeks at least before they will talk about mid-semester exams. And so there's that structure that you can use. You can know that I have this period and then I will write this test. Even if pop-up quizzes come up, it's still all structured. Okay, and then you finish, we would finish that semester about the end of May, and we go home, and when we are at home, no lecturer is likely to look for you until you have to resume school at the end of August. And so you have that whole period where you are really on break. You can choose to do an internship, you can travel, you can rest, whatever it is you want to do. No lecturer is likely to call you in that season. And then you come back in at the end of August, early September, and then you go through another semester and you go for Christmas. And then you come back again in January and the cycle continues. And I told them that when you come to the working world, it's different. You don't, in my profession, we get to work on projects. I'm an electrical engineer in building services at this point. So we work on projects. But you don't get to the point where you finish a project and then you have 3 months where you are going home and no lecturer is calling you. No, in fact, if that happens, you will be worried because it means you are not earning. You want the project to be like that, like you have more than one project you are working on. One ends, the other one continues, that one ends, another one continues, because then it means you have a continuous stream of income. So it's a completely different season. So while you are in this season as a student where there's a time you take a vacation and you have a vacation for like 2 months, I said enjoy it. While you are in school now where if there's a day on the timetable where you don't have a lecture, you actually don't have a lecture, enjoy it. Because it's not really the same when you come into the working world. And then you come into the working world and you have all these things, they are different, and maybe your vacations are like 2 weeks in a period, you have maybe 20 days off a year. Also enjoy that. It's another season. If you just sit back and think that I wish I was back in school, well, you may miss out on the joys that that season brings. Maybe now you're single. It's a season. I told them that I remember when I was on campus, I remember when I was single, if I wanted to spend time with God, I just had to take my notebook, my pen, my phone, and then I'm off. Wherever it is I'm going to, I go there. Now it's not the same. Now if I want to go for a retreat, in fact, I can be, those times I could be in my living space and have a retreat. But now it's not the same. Life is different. There are other people in that space, many of whom are called children. They don't understand really that, like, it's not the same. It's just not the same. Now, if I want to leave that space to go for a retreat, there are different things I must do. I must put this in order, put this in place, make sure that, okay, when they come back, for example, they have their lunch, they have this, they have that, this one is organized, this one is okay for my family, and then I can go. And even when I go, it's very measured. At some point, you must come back. It's not quite the same as when I was single, you know. So it's different. I told them that time flies by very quickly. And if you keep waiting for some time when you will enjoy your life, you get there one day and realize that you never really did much with your life because you were always waiting for something to come when you had a lot at that time. So take our children, for example. Our first son is now 12. But I remember when he was a baby, that was a season that I believe that by God's grace we were able to maximize. I enjoyed carrying him in his pouch on my chest. I enjoyed the times I had to tie him on my back. I enjoyed taking him here, taking him there. When it's time for vaccination, we go. When it's time to stay home, we stay. When he has to, like, just doing that, being able to feed him. Because now, guess what? That boy is 12. I can't carry him anywhere. But I don't have reason to regret not doing that because I did. So whatever season you find yourself in, breathe and enjoy it. If you are on campus, you're in school, it's a great season to learn, to grow your knowledge base, grow what you know. It's a great season to grow your relationship with God. Take out time and pray, read His Word, build good networks with fellow believers. It's a great time to build your network, make friends in your class, in your course. You know, it's a great time to do all those things. It's a great time to save, learn, imbibe that saving culture. Don't keep thinking that when I get the $1 million then I'll save. If what you are getting is $10, it's a great time to learn to save $1 and put it aside in preparation for when the more comes. If now you are in the working world, enjoy it. You are earning. It's a great time to increase your skill, increase what you know, grow your talent base, grow your network, build something for yourself, be an entrepreneur, try out a new idea, you know, do all those things. If you are single, enjoy it. It's a great time to make new friends. It's It's a great time to spend time with God, to rightly define what you believe your purpose is, what you want your life to be like, where is your life going, make all those decisions. You can take a trip if you are someone that likes to travel. You can take on a new course if you have things that you would like to learn. But basically, I'm just saying, enjoy the season you find yourself in. Don't be in such a hurry for that season to pass, because guess what? At some point, it will pass. And if you have lived it out and maximized it, you only have good memories about that time. I'll close this with Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 11. It says that God has made everything beautiful for its own time. So in the time you are, God has made everything beautiful for that time. Take out that time and live it out and maximize the season. That's it from us here. Thank you for joining us. Be sure to drop a comment. Maybe share what season you are in. If you have any questions, I will gladly read through and give whatever answers I have. I would love to learn from your experiences, from your testimonies. Like, share, comment, connect with us. And we'll see you in the next episode. Until then, thank you for being here. Have a wonderful day and God bless you. Bye.